What's up, everybody? This is Vaser Gaming, and today I am going to be making a video about Star Wars Rogue One. Yes, I'm going to share my opinion on that movie. So yeah, let's get right into this. First off, let's talk about Jin. So Jin Orso is basically she's a loner. She's not like any other female in the Star Wars history of film. So what she's like is she's a loner because the First Order took her father because he's like a scientist and a genius, so they just took her father, and she's been alone ever since. Now, she doesn't really listen to anybody. I mean, she does, but she doesn't. You could kind of see how rebellious she is, and how much of a rebel she is to the First Order. So, yeah. He acts like he's the main man. He acts like he's the leader of everything, like the big shot, kind of. But what reason why I say a ripoff is because I don't think he's that great of an actor. I mean, his character is alright, but the guy who acted as him is kind of cheesy for the part. So yeah. So he it looks like him and Jin Urso do have a kind of do look like they have a relationship, but not exactly. So it's not like a strong relationship between the two of them. Next person I want to say is K2SO. Now, K2SO is like the next, I don't know, it's like another version of C3PO. He's not another version of C3PO. He's a droid. He's a different droid than C3PO. But the way his character is, he kind of is like a different form of C3PO. But this time I want to say he's exactly a ripoff. He actually is a little bit cooler than C3PO. This guy actually knows how, he actually knows how to fight. C3PO's like a total wimp. So that says my point. The droid is pretty cool. I thought he was awesome. That, K2SO was pretty sweet. It's not like another BB-8 of R2-D2, because BB-8, let's just be honest, it sucked compared to R2-D2 in The Force Awakens. So, yeah. Alright, so, the next person I want to talk about is, Chirrut. I don't know if I said his name right, but, okay. Now, Chirrut, Chirrut, I'm just gonna call him Chirrut, but, anyways, his character is pretty cool, yet he is not that good. He talks about the Force, and he's like, I don't know, he talks about the Force, but he's not, he doesn't even use his, mind or hands to move anything. So, to me, he basically doesn't even know anything about the Force. He's a blind dude. I don't know who he thinks he is. Probably like Coda from Force Unleashed or something. But my point is, he's not that great of a character. I mean, his personality's I don't know. His personality's awesome. He doesn't use the Force. I mean, he kind of does, but he kind of doesn't. With him, he can't use the Force like Jedi, so he can't move things with his mind or hands, or he can't bend things with his mind and hands or anything like that. He can't push things with his mind and hands. He can't move anything with his mind and hands. This guy, I don't know, he uses the Force to become like Daredevil or something. I don't freaking know. I'm thinking this dude's gonna be the next. I think this dude's gonna be the next like Stick from Daredevil. So Baze Malbus, I don't know. Yeah, I swear to God. So he's like this big dude with this big like minigun, laser minigun. He's not really, I don't know, he's like, not that great of a character to me. So, all he is just some big dude with a big minigun. There's nothing special about him exactly. So yeah. Now, some people might think he's like the coolest character in the whole movie. To me, not really. So, I think that's some good ones. So the next guy, Forrest, Whitaker. So, don't even get me started on Forrest Whitaker. So, this Forrest Whitaker dude is he's not really that great of a. He's not that I mean, he looks like he could be like super cool. He looks like a super cool character. Though if you watch the movie, he's actually not. He's actually pretty lame. He's just like some dude. He's not part of the Resistance. He's not part of the First Order. He's like, I don't know. He's like the first Jabba the Hutt. So I don't know. Like he has people that work for him. He lives on this one sandy planet. He's not. There's nothing really special about him. Let's just put it there. But he looks like a super cool guy. I was very ashamed just to see that he's not he's not as good as he looks. So, Critic, basically, this guy, Critic, is like the next, I don't know, he's like, Adolf Hitler for the. But shoot, guys, I think he actually was pretty good for First Order, general or commander or whatever he was. I think he was more like a commander. But, yeah, shoot, I thought he was actually pretty good. He actually fit the role. He acted his part, fairly well, compared to the other actors acting out for their parts. So, yeah. So, next guy. Everybody knows the famous mascot of Star Wars, Darth Vader. Now, Darth Vader is fairly well my favorite, my actual favorite character in all Star Wars. So, yeah, I think he's pretty cool. But only thing I was actually ashamed of, I wasn't ashamed, but like the slightest little thing kind of made me a little ticked. What they did with him, because he's my favorite character. So with him, it was kind of like weird because I know they had to use a different actor, and it's just his voice. It didn't sound right. It didn't sound as good as the old actor. I mean, you would think that, like, by now they would actually use, like, I know they would have to use a different actor, but shoot, you can't, like, make him have a better voice or, like, I don't know, a little bit deeper voice. The guy sounded like he had a little bit of a higher voice. So yeah, he wasn't that great in my book, but the thing is, his second scene where he's, like, killing the Resistance, like trooper guys, the officers. That was pretty sick, I gotta say. That was my favorite part in the movie. He went with his lightsaber in the room with all the guys trying to give the orders to the resistance, like the plans for the Death Star. Yeah, I don't really feel like explaining that whole story, but yeah, Darth Vader like slaughtered all these resistance officers. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Now, I gotta say, guys, the biggest problem I had with this whole movie is there was no lightsaber duels. That kind of bugged me a little bit. The one dude did say he was gonna call Obi-Wan, but I can understand where that comes from now, when he helped out Luke and everything. But, I was actually pretty, like, during the time when he said he was gonna call Obi-Wan in, I actually thought I was pretty pumped for Obi-Wan to start coming in there and killing some of the First Order stormtroopers and stuff. I thought it was going to be freaking awesome. He comes in, has his first duel with Darth Vader or something. I don't know. I guess the first duel is when Darth Vader actually like killed him, but obviously it's not his first duel. If for Anakin, for reasons with Anakin Skywalker. They fought before, but shoot, I thought it would be the first. It would be cool to see like a first battle with Darth Vader, with him in his black suit and his cool leather suit and everything, with it making him all look so freaking cool and robotic and everything. I thought that would be sweet. A battle between them without Obi-Wan actually getting killed by Darth Vader. So, you know, I was kind of down on that part. But the thing is, the most thing that bothered me was that, get this, guys, every main character, every hero of the story, they all died. Yep, that's right, you heard me correct. They all just got killed and died. Yep, Lynn, you know, Chira, K2, SO, yep, even the cool droid. The coolest droid that we ever seen in Star Wars history got killed. So yeah, that kind of sucks. K-San died. My opinion on the movie, it really sucked. I expected it to be better. So yeah, I think Darth Vader breathing, honestly, was actually better than the whole movie. Believe it or not, that's how I feel on that situation. But my point is, guys, I think they could have done better. They did okay. It was a minor movie. It wasn't all that great as all the other Star Wars I've seen. I felt half awake watching the whole thing. I fell asleep. Well, I didn't fall asleep, but I was like, I closed my eyes on and off. I wasn't asleep, but I was at the same time. So yeah, I just was like tired throughout the whole movie. So, did I like this movie? Yeah, that would be a no, but I don't know. I guess they tried, but it wasn't that great. Disney just sucks at making Star Wars movies. I'm sorry to say. I just really think they kind of suck at making the movies. They could have done better. They really could have done better. It's not like all the other Star Wars movies where it was actually fairly very good. It was actually pretty bad compared to all the other Star Wars movies. I wasn't feeling it. I didn't feel the awesomeness of the Force watching this movie. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave here, guys. So, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what I should do in my next video. And peace out. See you guys.